Yo, 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 it's LoFi Monk. Welcome to Cloudy Thoughts. I'm your host, and we got a great show for you tonight, guys. There's lots of things to talk about, lots of things to go over. How's everybody doing in chat? I see Sanchez, Simpleton, Mr. Urban World, Stadia Pro Gaming. Hey, Purple's in chat. Just having mic issues. I'm having network issues. That's why we're late today. After going through I think I went through 3 different networks. Kind of crazy. So, yeah, if you're listening to the podcast, you can join us live on YouTube every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Hey, what's going on, folks? It's your boy, Already Exist. I don't know if you can hear Lo-Fi. Lo-Fi, we can't hear you. I hope everyone's doing well. We got 2 Lo-Fis on screen.
I can't hear anything.
I can hear you.
Y'all can hear me? I can't hear anybody else.
Can you hear me?
Alright, let me see if I can get this working. Hold on.
Well, it looks like my mic's working.
I have no idea what's going on.
Whoa, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, Lo-Fi.
Oh my God, somehow I was muted. I've been talking this whole time. Oh my God. It's like there's gremlins in the system today.
I can hear you, but I can't hear Already Can Exist.
Let me check. Let me see what's going on here. No, Already Exist is not muted. I think we're good now as far as me and you go. I don't know already if you can hear us. Yeah, you can hear us. We cannot hear you. But anyway, all right, guys. Back to what I was saying a second ago. Jeez, this music is up there. Let's go. So welcome to Cloudy Thoughts. I'm your host, LoFi Monk. If you listen to the podcast, we stream live on YouTube every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you'd like to join the audience, and if you'd like to listen to the podcast, you can find Cloudy Thoughts on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Links are in the description. And before I get to where we are now, shout out to MM2K, our guest last week. Be sure to check out Stadia Dosage on YouTube. Check out stadiadosage.com. Thanks to all those guys, Squids, Jack the Slip, Just Petter, and everybody else. There's too many people to name. They're really awesome. They do a lot for the community, and I like them. So yeah, like I was saying, this week on my channel, I'm almost at 200 subscribers. If you guys would like to help me out, you can share out this video and tell your friends. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that like button and subscribe. So yeah, now we're done with all the technical difficulties. Hopefully, here's my co-host, Purple Haze. How's it going, Perp?
I'm good. Can y'all hear me? Is my microphone working okay?
You sound wonderful. You sound perfect.
Wait, it wasn't the situation earlier. I fixed it. I've been having issues all week, and one of my senior execs was like, he doesn't call me Purple, but he's like, Purple, your mic game is off right now. It's been going on all week. So good thing about that is I just was like, I gave it to my assistant to present. I was like, don't do it. My mic's not working. So I've now figured out what it was. I know it is.
Awesome. Yeah, man, it's been a uphill battle since we got backstage. I switched through 3 different networks. I started the show and did the whole opening spiel. Nobody could hear me. So hopefully all that stuff's out of the way. I just want to say shout out to everybody that's in chat. Thank you guys. I was naming everybody off and saying hello to you, but yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. Y'all are the best. So tonight we've got nothing but Canadians. I hope they brought the bacon. Let's go ahead and bring our guests out because we've had such a horrible opening. Let's just get into it. Okay, I'm gonna bring out Nads and Rudigs from Chat Stadia. What up, guys? How you doing?
Hello. Good. How about yourself? Happy to be here tonight.
Yeah, I'm happy to be out here. Happy to be on the show. Ready to share some cloudy thoughts. So thanks for having me on, and it's cool to chill.
Yeah, man. You guys can attest, backstage it was crazy. It's never been this rough. As long as I've been doing this, it has never been that rough. So I'm going to use that as a segue to get into something. So you guys, well, you know what? Hold on. I got to back up. I need to introduce the audience to you guys, right? So let's talk a little bit about Chat Stadia, right? How did Chat Stadia happen?
I can answer to that. So basically, me and Rudigs met over playing Destiny 2 and Stadia. And then eventually he came up with that idea like, hey, do you want to do a podcast? Because Rudigs wanted to do some voice acting and practice that. So then he came up with the whole idea. I've just been like being on his right side helping him out. But yeah, overall, like it was his idea. And then like he went on and just created more. And the rest is history. But Rudigs, you can add more.
Oh, well, thank you for giving me all the credit there. But yeah, I like to follow passion projects. And during that time, I was going through some career recycling, thinking what I want to do with some spare time. And I thought I wanted to get into voice acting, but I ended up going in a completely different direction. But that's not here or there right now. But yeah, I like sticking with the talking on mic. I liked our show. I like talking Stadia. So we just put out the episodes every week and we enjoy playing Stadia and getting into it. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, man. It's like, not everybody follows the same philosophies when they're creating, but sometimes you start a project and you think, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. But when you're a creative person, you gotta just go with the flow sometimes, right? You gotta move around where things are happening.
Yeah, I mean, I would say a year ago to join the Stadia parade wasn't exactly where it was happening. But Nats and I, we just love playing Stadia, and to be honest, I just love doing what I want to do independent of what's necessarily trending at the time. So I'm very thankful that Sebastian was along for the ride to come hang out. I know he's very passionate about Destiny, and to be honest, Yep.
He said you guys knew each other from Destiny. Like, did you guys know each other before Stadia?
No. So
So
we both
you
met
guys met
playing.
through?
Yeah, we met through Stadia playing Destiny right from the start, right? I think it was in the new year because like Stadia came out in 2019, November 2019, and then sometime in January I think we played together or something like that. Try to remember the time frame, but we were basically doing raids together. I basically joined this clan that was like always playing at 8 p.m. I think it was 8 p.m., but always in the evening. It was the same time zone, so I started playing with him with a couple other people, and then yeah, and then we just kept playing together after that. So it was great.
That's what's up. That's really cool. So, which one of you started cloud gaming first?
I mean, we're both founders. Am I not mistaken on that?
Yeah, we both started on Stadia. I didn't play any other cloud gaming before that.
Yeah,
Okay.
neither have I.
I
What
think I
was
put
your
my
initial
name.
thoughts?
Oh, I can jump on that. My initial thought was like amazing. I always liked new technology and stuff like that. I think at the time I tried to join on the Project Cloud, I think it was called before Stadia. There was like a couple of trials and stuff like that. Never was invited to it. I play a lot of beta game before that, like so that's why I was like happy to try new things and try new technology, and this thing attracted me so much because like I could see the direction we're heading with like the price of equipment and stuff like that. So console and computer is still like quite expensive nowadays, so I was quite happy that Google jumped on board with that, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah,
and
cloud
for
gaming's
me,
amazing.
for me, I took a massive break on I would say gaming. I had a Switch that I would play from time to time, but I didn't really get into it. And then I saw this advertisement for Stadia on YouTube of all places, and I was like, "Whoa, I can play console games on stuff I already know." And see, I'm the type of person that sees a commercial, I'm instantly bought into it. I'm like, "I got what you're selling for sure. I'm behind it." So I just jumped into Stadia and everything worked great for me. And I didn't have great internet either. So I was super pumped. I was playing Red Dead Redemption right off the bat and having a blast. I eventually jumped into Stadia or Destiny 2, and that's where I met Nads eventually through raids, and then yeah, we came to here eventually. So I mean, I love cloud gaming for the tech that it's been able to bring me, for giving me console gaming on a monitor. So yeah, I mean, I think it's great right now for me.
So, Chat Stadia for the guys who haven't had a chance to catch your show or haven't heard about you. Can you explain what you guys do there?
Okay, I can speak to that. So basically, at first was really to talk about Stadia. I don't think we had I think Rudig's had more of a plan than I did. He put something on a document, and we just started talking about news. Always been a big fan of Destiny since I started playing. And then I think we started doing it this way, where I talk about Destiny 2. He talks about all the news because he writes for Stadia Source. So it ended up going well, good synergy for that. And we talk about the games we've been playing and how we like it. That's pretty much the bulk of it. Is there anything else to add there, Rudix?
Yeah, I would say that what inspired me to get the show in the formula that it was that I would always listen to Stadia Cast. And shout out to Bill and Lloyd. I
Yeah.
mean, those guys are absolute professionals when it comes to putting out content and putting out a great podcast and a great show. So I
you could
always
put that on
loved what they
TV.
did. Yeah, exactly. And I just wanted to recreate the same thing but with different personalities. So yeah, I just really enjoyed, always talking to Nads on Party Chat. I mean, that's what we would do. I mean, mostly every day during COVID. Just, hey, what's going on? See you on Destiny 2, me too. and then just chat games and news and what's going on in Destiny. So we just brought that to YouTube and having fun in
That's
an
awesome.
hour every Sunday. So
yeah, your show's very informative. I mean, you guys touch on a lot of different topics throughout the show, but I always find myself finding something that I haven't heard on other channels. Like, y'all always seem to pick up on a little something, like last week y'all were talking about the FCC thing with the internet here in America.
Oh yeah, the broadband and the new announcement. Yeah, and I guess maybe that's just because I'm in. Shout out to everybody at Stadia Source, but
shout out to Stadia Source, man.
To sort of look up this information and be on top of different places, and I really enjoy being a part of that team. And I was just like on Twitter one day, and I saw them needing a writer, and I myself am not a writer at all. I thought, hey, I can do this. I can. And I just went and I started doing it. I think I'm almost 100 articles in after a year. So I really enjoy myself.
And you get better as you go. It's just like sitting here doing a podcast. You're having this conversation, but it's on paper. It's just do it. I just want to inspire anybody out there that's thinking about getting into content creation, especially related to Stadia. So like you said, shout out to Stadia Source, man. That's another great place to go and get information and meet people that are in the Stadia community. They do a lot of cool stuff too.
Yeah, and shout out to their random button. If you don't know what to play on Stadia, you link your account and you hit the random button. They'll give you a game recommendation to play. So just a little fun tool.
Yeah. And you can catch Rudig's articles over there. He does a lot of cool stuff over there.
Yeah, sometimes I'm closer to the mark than other times, as Purple Haze would attest to, but I try to get close.
So where can everybody that's listening, where can they link up with you? Where go ahead and tell them where you're at and how to follow you.
Well, like they can find everybody can find us on YouTube at Chat Stadia, also on Twitter at Chat Stadia, Facebook, and also we'll have a Twitch channel, but we I got my NAD614 channel, and I think Rudigs, you got your Twitch also. So we try to spread the words around and be able to show what we're doing, right?
Yeah, I think I don't want to. We're gonna go back to Rudigs. Anything you else you need to shout out, but I think you guys do something different than I've seen on other channels. At least I haven't seen this on another channel. It's like you two guys. You got Destiny gameplay coming from Neds. You got what is it? Sekiro and whatever else that Rudigs is playing. And then sometimes y'all even do these music remixes to boss battles. What's up with that?
Rudigs, that's his ball there.
I mean, like I said before, it's just kind of what I'm feeling the day of, what I feel passion project type.
So is this your music?
Well, I have a friend who's big into hip hop and sound engineer, so he likes to create these original tracks. And I mean, they're great to use on YouTube and underneath stuff because it's all copyright free. So I just love putting it out there because it's different. And I remix it to some of my boss battles because Grime is a difficult game. For sure. And I think it's pretty cool to see some of these boss battles, some people may not have seen. And I watch it from time to time because I'm like, oh, this is just cool. I like doing it. And then in terms of the other games, I like playing what's cool on Stadia. So right now, for me, that's Risk of Rain 2 with the new DLC, and that's Sekiro. And I think the absolute challenge of Sekiro is just absolutely amazing. And I just love recording it and watching it back sometimes because, that's what I just like to do. And then Nads, I know you love Destiny and just throwing out your Destiny stuff. So I keep encouraging more and more, to be honest, to just put out more content.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. Okay, yeah, so the Destiny stuff, I like to put that a lot. I like to go through the season and just record that. Right now, I've been trying to catch up on all my recording, put out video together every time I find a minute. But I love playing video game all the time, so that's my relaxed time almost. So like, that's why I don't release as much content. Sometimes I just like to not wear the headset, just play games and just enjoy myself, right? So.
Yeah, I like your Destiny stuff because there's so much there if you're new to Destiny, and I've been messing with it since I've started playing Stadia, and I don't feel like I've learned anything about the game. But when I watch your stuff, it's not overwhelming. It's like a little bit, just enough. It's deep enough for the people that know about the game, but I don't know, you just got this way about doing it to where I can pick up on it and get into what you're saying. Like I don't feel left out of the conversation watching.
That's awesome, thanks.
But yeah, man, about your remixes and stuff, that's something I did one of the first few playthroughs I did was like on Wavetail. And it was early in my content creation, and I was messing around, and I remember I took clips from the whole series and put them together to like lo-fi music and just like did a little Wavetail remix video and stuff like that. So when I saw your videos, I was like, that's cool. Like
that's awesome, like mine's. Yeah, I'm waiting on some new tracks because I want to drop the rest of the bosses on Grime. With some new tracks. And if you see the videos, I do everything on hard mode. So I throw on this armor where you take double the damage in Grime, and I beat all these bosses just for the extra masochism that I love in video games sometimes.
That's what's up, man. So I interrupted you guys when you're all in the middle of throwing your socials out. So like where can people find you, like on Twitter and stuff?
Yeah, on Twitter for sure. It's at Chat Stadia. That's the channel, so feel free to look that up. As for personal channels, Lo-Fi, where you message me, I honestly I look at that. I'm not sure how to get access to that. So I would just pump the TV that we got going on our channel. So at Chat Stadia on Twitter for sure. I gotta get my own Twitter going for sure one day, but I like pumping the channel. I like our little place we got going on, our Canadian corner.
Yeah. Shout out to all the Stadian Canadians, man. This is cool that I got you guys on. I really wanted to get Four Scars on. He couldn't make it because of date night, but maybe soon we'll get Four Scars on here. Maybe we'll do a pre-recorded interview with him or something. We'll figure it out. We'll get him on here. Him and Ninja Guy.
Also Torontonian.
Yeah. So I guess let's go. Everybody kind of has an idea of where to find you and what you kind of do. So let's go ahead and get into the news and learn about your opinions on some of the events that happened over the week. Hey, Exist, did you figure out your audio yet?
You tell me.
Oh, look at him go.
Oh.
Sneaky.
Your bot's been crazy on some of these guys in the chat, man. Jeff just got timed out. A couple other people got timed out.
Oh, is everybody getting botted?
It looks like
Stream Elements, no! Oh, sorry. Apologies to everybody in chat. I'll fix it. But it'll have to wait till after the show. Shout out to Jeff. Jeff is awesome. Really cool guy. Man, I don't know if you guys are into the XFL or not, but dude, he did a really cool show the other day talking about the XFL. And I hope he does more XFL content because I really like that. But anyway, that's just a quick shout out to Jeff. So yeah, now we got everybody. Your mic's working. We know these guys. Let's start heading towards the news. But before we do that, let's talk about Purple Haze and Shades of Purple. The interview with Ace. Can Perp hear me? Is this what's happening?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, you did an interview with Ace, man. Tell me how what was that like, getting to meet the legend, the myth?
Ace is a cool guy. He's always been supportive since I met him, and he brought me on his CGX and stuff. So I thought it was a good interview. He was open about some stuff. I told him I was going to probably be a little serious at a certain part in the interview, just because I had some pretty strong feelings about something.
Yeah.
And so, and we talked a little bit afterwards about that.
I hope he's all right.
That is what I was like. I was like, this definitely seems like lo-fi. Hopefully he's okay, y'all.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but he sounded like he tripped on something and just.
It sounds like he went down like some stairs there for a second.
Oh.
But
stream sitting down, please. Everyone out there, don't walk on stream.
Yeah,
Don't
safety
walk.
first.
Oh my gosh, no, we'll give him a second. But yeah, overall thing with Ace was cool. I thought. But I think we know where lo-fi wants to go, so we'll give him a second to get back, and if not, we'll push on. But with that said,
I mean, personally, I learned a lot. I didn't know that such a character exists who was an architect of really building a lot of the cloud media and accounts that I knew today. And the origin sort of I found out. So it's really cool to listen to. I recommend anyone go check that out. Like, I found it to be an awesome listen.
that's awesome, Roger.
Yeah.
No, it was a fun time. But I'm really looking forward to his new content, especially for content creators. Obviously, he's kind of pioneered the cloud gaming space, and so I'm really interested. He didn't really say what he's doing next. I try to push him on that, but I have a feeling I know what he's doing, but I'm really curious what it's gonna look like. So shout out to Ace, and just always, I think persevering and determination. And speaking of persevering and determination, hoping lo-fi can come back.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because he oh, there he is. Look at that.
Yes.
Oh,
He was coming back in a second. Yeah.
Oh my god. I believe in gremlins, guys. It's official. There's gremlins in the machine.
Birds don't exist, but gremlins do.
Birds aren't real.
I actually watched that for the first time yesterday.
I love it. I'm a card carrying member. All of you, birds are real. So, what did I miss?
Everything. We finished everything. Whole week of cloud gaming news, cloudy thoughts.
Okay, awesome. All right, guys, see ya. Peace.
No.
So yeah, we talk about Ace, right? So you guys ready to move on to some of the current events?
Events that are current.
Okay, so let's talk about that FCC thing you guys brought up on your show. It turns out that America is not getting faster internet. That's not what that is. What it is, they're reclassifying what's considered broadband and what is not. So the internet that I have, and you were talking about having terrible internet, I have a 20 megabyte download speed, which people tell me that's terrible. And the truth is that's like the third tier. That's the highest tier they offer here. So there's actually like worse. So I got 20 megabyte down, and I have 1 megabyte upload speeds. And there's only one ISP provider where I live. There's other people in town, but they can't service this area. They're not allowed to touch where I'm at. So Verizon started a new thing. They have I got a box, I plug it into the wall, and I got 4G LTE internet, right? Which isn't the fastest, but it's up to it gets up at times depending on the time of day, but it's anywhere between 25 to 50 download, and I get like a 10 megabyte upload speed. So, and it also depends on, because it's like a cell phone signal, right? So it also knocked my internet bill down by half.
Oh wow! So it's way cheaper to have
way cheaper.
Okay.
Way cheaper. And the other thing is like I said, it was 4G LTE. They told me that within 2 months there will be opening the 5G network here in my area, and my box will automatically upgrade to that in 2 months, and the price is not going to go up. It's the same price. So, yeah. But as you guys saw when I tried to join Backstage using my new internet, there was some lag and different things like that. The problem using this is the latency. I have a huge ping, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I have a huge ping, and I didn't have to pay for it. But I did try it. The first thing I did, when I got home, was try Stadia, right? So what's weird is the picture is super clear. I have zero input lag. It's like butter. It's like butter, even with the ping. But I get and it looks like screen tears, but they're not screen tears. It's just like the game jumps ahead of the frame or something out of nowhere. But yeah, guys, if you have crappy internet, it's really a lot better than what I had previously. It just doesn't work for live. It adds a delay. But yeah, if you're stuck in a rock and a hard place, man, Verizon just opened it up. There's no data cap or anything like that. It's pretty cheap. And they also, if you have kids and, they have programs for free internet, really. Things like that. But I just wanted to bring that up. I got y'all excited when y'all started talking about the FCC and the internet speeds. So the one good thing that would come out of that is that, like, my ISP in particular will not be able to call this broadband anymore, and they'll probably have to lower their price.
That's good. That's good news. I know, like, there's a lot of area, like, so being in the States for yourself, like, there's certain area where you're at, you don't get the speed you should be getting, and I think that's where, like, phone company can expand further and better, because a tower is required in the area, or phone service is required for emergency, right? So that being said, they have already infrastructure there. They can provide the speed you require, because you got to think about your ISP putting down the lines. You either have still using telephone line, or like copper wire, or are they using RG35, which is the coax cable, or fiber. I think fiber, that was like a project that Google had to put fiber all across the United States. When they went away from that and they went towards Google Wi-Fi or something like that, I think it's still expanding. But like the fact that you can find a solution using a cell phone network, and then, like, I'm pretty sure they come with the old kit with an antenna, a directional antenna pointing towards the tower, and then you get the best speed. And then with 5G coming up, I know for us 5G can get up to 1 gigabyte up and down speed. So it's like way faster than some of our internet here in Canada. So I think that's the idea, is that to reduce the amount of, like, infrastructure they're putting in place and just going Wi-Fi. And for sure, you're gonna get some people that are gonna be, oh well, it's gonna create radiation, it's gonna cause problem with your soul, not your soul, but your body and stuff like that. I know, like, here in Canada when 5G came out, there was like a lot of people complaining, like, oh my god, like, we're gonna get all kind of disease and stuff like that. Well,
yeah, but your home router already has that in it, and people, you know what I mean? Like, people are
getting radiated daily. But because of, like, your wire for your electricity, or any type of wave around you, like, you use your microwave at home. Well, microwave, it's like one of the worst thing you can have, right? I noticed that from time to time, if my TV disconnects from my Wi-Fi every time I use my microwave to cook popcorn and stuff like that. So, like, I don't think the 5G is gonna cause any issue more than what we're at right now.
Nah, and the crazy thing about this is, like at the front of my neighborhood, at the beginning of the neighborhood, there's fiber. but they didn't come all the way back
Oh.
to where I live, so there's no option for me to get fiber, and like 5G really solves that problem.
Definitely. You can always go dig a hole and connect the fiber to the other one.
Right.
It's just annoying. They're like, oh, okay, we're gonna stop here. Oh, sorry, you guys, you're not gonna get fiber. Like,
Well,
really?
if you think about it, fiber, it's not really environmentally friendly to dig a bunch of holes and lay wires through the ground everywhere, you know. So
And it's fragile because all it is glass wire, right? That it's a light speed. That's why it's like very efficient.
yeah.
But,
And
like,
what's crazy, if
break.
you've ever seen them install it, it comes on a spool, and they have to like slowly unwind it as these guys are pulling this heavy wire, and they're
Mhm.
putting it down in the ground, and they have to bury it and then pack dirt on top of it. So it's like at any point it could break,
Well,
and it's all ruined.
usually they use PVC piping and pass a wire through. Well, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
every company has their own way, right?
Sure. It's crazy how we do things.
So it's
Well,
interesting to
hopefully-
hear that though about like, you know, like our side of the planet being like so behind in terms of technology for certain areas. I'm always
Yeah.
like, well, you don't have fiber internet? That's so crazy. But it's always interesting to hear people talk about it, and it's just like, I don't know, I'm pretty like passionate about this because I really feel like it should be a, what's it called, like not a right. What's the term I'm looking for? Just like something that people should have naturally, not naturally, but you know, the government should
A
step
public
in and
access?
allow public access. There you go. It's something that everyone should have because it,
Yeah.
you know, it's a
But that's where Starlink kind of picks up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simpleton is talking about that, Elon Musk with Starlink. But if you look at the price of that, it's quite expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
speed
over
you're
time-
getting.
Over
And
time,
it's-
the price should go down, though.
Yeah, but like it's still a satellite connectivity. So if it have a cloudy day or like it's raining, your connection, the latency is gonna be bad, right? So
And I mean, that's the same thing with the 4G.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
there's a storm, it'll, you know.
yeah, and it's gonna be worse with 5G because 5G is higher frequency and cannot travel as further. So, but
Yeah.
I know there's a couple of guys like in the community that use Starlink for Stadia, and they're like, it works perfectly.
oh
So
wow,
that's promising.
Yeah, I've heard
Awesome.
good things about Stadia on Starlink. I mean, think about it. I've been creating content. I've been direct streaming and whatever else. And I have a 1 megabyte upload speed. Come on, guys.
that's crazy. I don't know how you made it like that far. Like for me, I had to have like higher speed. Even Rudig's when we started like playing together, you had like a lower speed, and I was like, oh my god, how can you do that? How can you do so much? Watch
Oh.
Netflix and playing Stadia at the same time.
I tell you, this is how I get by with my 1 megabyte upload speed. There's a lot of mic muting and me cussing behind the scenes.
Yep.
So, anyway, guys, let's move on to the next thing. I'd like to hear from Perp on this one. Stadia is closing down by the end of summer. Perp, did you know that?
I did.
Yeah, it's closing down by the end of the summer. But they're going to be bringing new games sometime in fall.
I hear country expansion's gonna actually kick off in the next few weeks.
Yes, it should be any time now. There's a-
Multi-country expansion actually is what I heard.
okay, that's a surprise. But yeah, the big thing on Twitter is that people are starting to rumor that Stadia is going to close after the summer, and it's like, what? Why? Like, what joy do people that don't like Stadia get from doing these things? I don't know.
I think the sad part about it is that someone said it best, you know, bad news travels halfway around the world before the truth even puts on its shoes. And it's funny because like there's there's an Outriders channel I subscribe to, and I talk to the creator every once in a while. And in his most recent video, he had something about Stadia shutting down. This article posted. And so I do think I don't know. There's a reason why I think the community's hard on journalists and on accurate information because of, I think this week specifically, we've had from the beginning of the week to the end of the week, things about content creation, what is news, what is not news versus opinions and so forth. And I think it was an interesting way to cap the week off and to prove some people's point.
Yeah, and I mean, it also goes to show you can't just say things in the Stadia community. Yeah. You can't just say something and not expect somebody to challenge that. And whether you're wrong or right, somebody's going to challenge that, and you're going to have to back it up with facts.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, and these are some big publications that ran with that, and I think it just showed okay, well, let's see you. All you see at the top of it is a little oh, this is not happening, but yet you still have this entire article there. So I don't know. Like I said,
yeah, it's a weird thing.
Did anyone catch the response from Stadia?
Very tongue-in-cheek. Awesome response.
Whoever's managing that, they need a raise.
Yeah, what's her name? She just started. She just got promoted to it, right?
Shaka.
What's her name? Shaka. Yeah. She's the one that roller skates, right?
She does a lot of. I think.
Too many things to list.
Yeah.
So, guys, another thing I want to bring up is the community championships are going on. You can check out at stadiadosage.com and get more information. It's all based on a cumulative score. Last week the game was Hitman. This week there's Centipede, and it goes by I think time and the leaderboards. You can get more information from Stadia Dosage. They know a lot more about it. But right now, if you win, the grand prize is $500, and the runner-up gets $250. So, guys, it's still early. You still got a shot. Go and check out stadiadosage.com. Just start playing the games. It's that easy. It's that simple. I want to put that out there and get you guys
winners too. Each round has winners.
Yes.
So last week was Hitman and the fastest time, which by the way, they did an awesome job of getting one of the fastest Hitman speedrunners and a few of the others Hitman speedrunners who are not Stadia people to play in the round. And it was really cool to see the way they went through the game. And shout out to Certified Doc. Did a really good job. It was a really creative solution. It was a really creative solution. I'm not sure if he cheated towards the end because he was around my time, and then all of a sudden he took off 40 seconds. But it was still pretty cool to see all those people. Everybody had it. It was really cool to see just no one person had the same solution.
Yeah, and I mean, this just goes to show, man. It's not with all the talk that's been going on in Twitter with this.
Oh, there you go. It disappeared again.
He had such. I was like, oh, because I that all this talk on Twitter, and I'm like, what is all this talk on Twitter? Because there's a lot of talk on Twitter. So I was like, which one is he talking about?
I guess we'll find out when you come back.
I guess Project Storm can't retroactively submit his Centipede run or to the championship.
So the second round is actually one of the challenges. So it's not
what he did?
Yeah, it's not Recharge. It's not Classic Recharge. It's not none of the base games. It's but it is a version of the base game. So what this challenge traditionally is the fastest you can do it. It's called the bomb challenge. It's like the bomb challenge, and you have to kill so many centipedes with bombs the fastest you can. Ninja Guy X has reversed the rules a little bit and said, it's whoever can stay alive the longest and do it. So, but the challenge, the way it's built, it's not like an open like, normally Centipede, all the Centipedes are coming down. Like, the way it's
Right.
opened up, there's like little barriers that you can't shoot past. So it's a little different.
Okay.
And the whole thing is you eventually have to kill the centipedes to get your time. So you kind of have to. It's a little different, and therefore you can't see people's top score. And Petter was asking about. I think Petter Games is in the chat. Was trying to get people's scores, what they were scoring. So I saw what you were doing there, Petter. But yeah, it's a little bit just a twist on the competition a little bit to make it a little bit more.
I missed the last week because I didn't play Hitman. I was like, oh, I need to get into it, but I got carry on Destiny, so then do Hitman.
Yeah.
And I know. And then when I look, when I have to submit it, it was Saturday. Oh, damn, I missed it.
Since y'all are Destiny people, and this is for the chat too, what's the summer solstice on Destiny, or what is this new thing?
Basically, it's like it's a filler for the season because every year, every season they have an event, and for this season it's solstice. It used to be solstice. Oh my god, I can't remember. They just changed the name to solstice. All it is, it's like a new way to grind armor. You get like shiny armor when you fully upgrade. It's like I call it a filler because like they have the whole season, they finish the story for the season. Now like what else there's to do? Well, we got Grandmaster and this. So for until the end of the week, they're gonna have the solstice. After that, there's gonna be dead. There's gonna be not much happening in Destiny 2. So that being said, they're gonna like present like what's coming out in the next season. So at the end of the month, on the 23rd of August, they got the big announcement of what's coming in the next season and what's coming in the future for Lightfall, which is going to be the next DLC. And if you haven't played a DLC for this season, the Witch Queen is considered one of the best DLC and like entirely, yeah. The story is amazing. The way it's made, I think they hit the right button there. So hopefully Lightfall is gonna be as good because they can't just go downhill from here, I guess, right? They gotta have to do better and impress everybody that's part of the Destiny community. So, but yeah, a solstice is just a gap filler. Yes, there's like some activity. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I played Gambit, and so I saw that they like changed Gambit to where it's like a bonfire. Like, so Squids and I were like, that's actually how Squids and I met, was through Destiny, and so I wanted to get back into it because I love Gambit.
Okay.
It's like no one else likes it. I like it.
I don't.
That's like cursing in Destiny talk. In our nomenclature, that's like.
I know. I get it. I know a lot of people are like Crucible, and they're like, "Why do you like Gambit?" And I don't know. I just like the fact that it's like a PvEVP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and it's like you're on a team, and it's like a time element, and it's like you can get back into it versus like doing a raid or something that like it's like I don't have time to play all that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get in and compete.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Nads and I. We were actually one of 2 Stadia teams to get a day 1 raid clear when it was no crossplay. So,
wow.
I like the raids. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The puzzles are awesome.
I have nothing. It's just they're like long.
Yeah, they are.
They're like I've heard the raids are because I'm a big Outriders fan, and so I heard like the raids are like the entire campaign of Outriders.
What?
Some of them
it depends on your fire team.
Right?
Sorry?
Some of them are like 3 hours long. Is that right?
Well, so I mean, if you want to do it all in one sitting, but the thing with raids is if you start on Tuesday with the fire team, you can break it up all over the week, and there's 4 different checkpoints per raid. So really, like if you have an organized team, you can do half an hour over the span of a week and get a raid done. Like it's not like a massive undertaking. But yeah, usually we crank them out in 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours or like something like it. Like if you have a good team and going very well, you can do it under an hour. But like yeah, I've done like some raid, like with the Destiny app, you can just find people that just want to run a raid, and sometimes you hit like some that are very good, and other that take forever, and everybody's quitting in the team because like everybody's sucking. But like you never know. But like I found the raids is like the peak the peak activity of like PvE, because you say you like Gambit because of the you have both sides.
Yeah.
And like PvP, sometimes like if I play PvP, I can play so many games because I get frustrated and I'm like, no, I don't want to play anymore. So like I see what you mean. Gambit, it's like, okay, I can deal with it. I can just play Gambit, play a couple of games, and move on and go play some PvE. I'm more a PvE person, so yeah, it's fun though. Like I think I always find something to do. The lore in the back is like crazy. I remember
so
chasing all the
Destiny's lore is over. For me, it's overwhelming almost. So that's why like you have to kind of play with people who know what's going on. And I mean, I've seen the story. So I watched Squids because when Witch Queen came out, like he like streamed it all. Like he was like first person of like, or one of the first people in the community to play it all the way through. But I don't know. Simpleton says he's into Destiny 2, and he's a pretty simple person. I may have to. I haven't seen you around, Simpleton, so I'm glad to see you. And LoFi Monk's in the chat. What's up, LoFi? thanks for coming by Cloudy Thoughts today. Shout out to you and the amazing show you did earlier today before you hopped off. We got you. What about you already can exist? What are you playing right now?
Oh, I haven't been playing anything really. I like hurt my arm. I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
All right. Well, with that said. Okay. Well, with that.
Old. No, I just hurt my arm and I really can't play any video games.
No. Is it pretty serious? Is it pretty serious?
No, I don't know yet. I haven't heard anything back from the doctor.
So 28 stitches to put my finger back on. That didn't stop me from gaming. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, I'm not a robot like you.
Your finger fell off?
Yeah, a robot fell from the ceiling while I was taking it apart. And it took out my knees, and it also took out like my finger. And I was rushed to the emergency room. And they didn't take me right away because they said a finger is not a limb. So I'd have to wait in the emergency room. So I held my hand together in the emergency room until somebody would see me. Pulled out some metal shards, sewed it back on. And yeah, I got a day's pay. And I don't think I ever went back to that place to work. I thought, I'm going to do something else.
That's rough, man. Sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, no, I'd set me on a different path. I did many different things. Like that happened back in 2007. So... yeah, it's a different time.
Yeah, I guess I don't have any excuse now. I gotta get into that championship thing that you guys were talking about.
Yeah, the championship's pretty cool. I mean, so the other part of the championship, what LoFi didn't mention, is all these rounds are meant to just get you qualified for the final round, which will be week 5, and that'll be like a multi-game streaming event. If they do it like they did last year, it's like you start off with 16 players, you play a game, then you play another game, and it goes down to like 12 players. Like they gradually get it down all the way until it's like just 2 finalists going at it. Yeah, don't feel like you have to be like a top winner any week. It's more or less trying to just make sure you're in the top 16 of the entrants.
The second challenge is a little backwards. It's like completely against what I want to do in the game.
You
gotta like switch brand.
Yeah, you have to stay alive. The thing that makes it difficult is you like unlike Hitman, like once we beat Hitman, you could see everybody's score and you could see times, and so you could be like, okay, let me go back in, let me try to get another time. This one, it's kind of like you can't see because you're basically trying to get the worst score you can on the challenge, so you can't necessarily see that. You're not going to see other people's score, so you really have to like try to figure out like, okay, well, what's my best sucky time I can get and still beat the game or still beat this challenge. So yeah, I think it's interesting, but it's like totally opposite to your point. Already can exist. Already exist. I keep saying can exist. To the point. And then next week is like LoFi and I have totally different taste in games. And next week's it's Crata. And I cannot get into Crata to save my life. Like I can get into the game. Like I can get into the game, but I can't get into playing the game. So
we play was with LoFi and we play with Jeff to Crata, and I haven't played Crata since it was a beta because I remember testing it for Stadia before releasing Stadia, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's all those elements. Oh, there's LoFi. He's back. Hopefully, everything's all there.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was listening to what y'all were saying though. So what were y'all? What did you? I'm sorry. The gremlins are real, bro. I don't know how much longer before they come back to get me again, but yeah, dude. I agree. Gambit, one of my favorites. Sorry.
yeah. We're not two Justy players, as you can say. We like that one.
But the cool thing, here's the cool thing with Gambit, right? Oh sheesh. Oh, you know what?
You say that usually disappear.
No, I don't know. Our title is stupid right now. Let me see if I can fix that. But yeah, I don't think I can. Let's see. Oh, that's so weird.
Why is Gambit? Tell us about Gambit. That's more important than the title, LoFi.
Yeah, okay. So Gambit's dope. It's because so like if you're new to Destiny, it's just a cool way to like just chill and talk while you're shooting shit. You know, you're shooting the shit while you're shooting shit, and it's like that's the good part.
That's how I play it. I'm never
because when you're playing, when you're playing the main multiplayer, it's like you're concentrated. You know what I mean? You're telling people, oh, they're like, especially what
do
you call it? Zone A. You fight like a demon for these zones. Yeah, control. Yeah, you're like, they're on A, they're going to B, they're splitting. You know, you're calling things out. But yeah, I swear at the end of that game, it sounds like he's like, you're fighting like a demon for these hoes. I'm like, every time I'm like, did he really just say that?
In Gambit?
No. But anyway, yeah, dude, let's talk about these pro games. Let's get into that. We're forgetting we got pro games. We had
I think we're gonna get another one this month too.
Yeah, yeah, they did that to us last month. Remember, they got all sneaky and dropped an extra pro.
I think they're hinting.
So I have a feeling they're going up in number now. They're like, we hit the down, now they're slowly going back up.
Yeah, yep. Well, you know, like I was saying the other day, if you check out Google Trends, you can see the times of the year where they pick up, right? And I think we're gonna start seeing now with the expansions. You're gonna see more of that pickup, like you were talking about. We're gonna see that, especially if you pay attention to that. You're gonna see that the numbers climb. But yeah, I think it's gonna. Do you think it's gonna be another Atari game? Perp?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a feeling yours.
Could be ours.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure when Atari first tweeted out that they were releasing the games on Stadia, they were saying that they were all coming to Stadia Pro in the tweet.
Yeah. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's gonna be all at one time or anything. I think it's gonna be like how they're doing
one at a time.
After the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that gives each one space for people to get to know the game. Like, because I think when Centipede drops, people are like, oh, that's cool. But then like people like me that are real fans of it, and then like you got Project Storm doing world record. Come on, like that thing blew up. Nobody expected it to be.
Does he still hold it? There's like two people
probably.
who go. It's like I could just imagine like some like random high schooler who just has all the day in the world.
Dude, you would have to have the whole day.
No, that's like I told Project Storm, if he's out there, shout out to Project Storm. But I told him, like, I was like, okay, like once you get to if he had done 1 million, I was like, okay, I can get to 1 million, I'll call it. But he went to like 3 and 4. I'm like, I don't have that much time.
Oh my god!
It's like too much endurance. No, it's like you took everything out of it.
Right? He had 6.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the first one, when he just kept, I was like, you took all my momentum out of like. I felt bad for Ryzak because Ryzak was another one who was competing for that, and then Ryzak, I was like, yo, you said you could take him. That's a long time.
Project Storm took it to the point of not only do you need to match my skill, but now you have to match my endurance.
And it's just it's just a little too. Shout out to him. He did it.
Yeah, love Project Storm. So I'm gonna go ahead and list out these games. So just in case somebody doesn't know what's coming to Stadia Pro this month, we got Saints Row the Third remastered, Monster Jam Steel Titans 2, which is on sale right now, Calico, Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition, which looks pretty cool because the last one was kind of like that 16-bit look or 30, it's like old school pixel art, which is cool. And Murder by Numbers and Welcome to Elk. Are you guys excited for any of those titles?
All of them. I'm excited for all of them. I'm a huge Shantae fan. I played Pirate's Curse, I think that's what it was called. I guess I'm not that big of a fan, but anyways, I really enjoyed that one. Calico, I've been looking to play that for a while. I'm just a big cat fan.
Yeah.
What were the other titles again?
Calico, Murder by Numbers.
Murder by Numbers.
That looks cool. I like that novel type gameplay. Like,
have you tried it? Welcome to Elk yet?
I haven't tried that. No, but that looks fun.
See, I remember one of the first streams I ever seen Ray the Gaming Cyborg. Shout out to him. He's on vacation right now. Hope you're having a good time out there, Ray. Stay safe. The first time I saw his stream, he was playing that Welcome to Elk, and I was just like, what the hell is this? What's this shit? I like Ray, so I'll hang out and check out Ray. I don't really care for the game. But then I heard the Chat Stadia guys talking about it, and they were explaining the backstory of the game, and I was like, what the hell was I thinking? This game sounds awesome, dude.
He really did. He actually, when was it, Sunday or Monday, LoFi? You actually brought it up before the Stadia Pro games dropped. He literally brought this up. Yeah, it was like Monday. It was like Monday. You were like, yo, can we talk? And you're like, yeah, what about this Welcome to Elk game? So.
And we called it that Stadia chat Stadia. Rudix actually called it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And it was LoFi who asked me. You said, what games you think? And I said Elk. I mean, they just released the trial a couple days earlier. It's the right trap for the pro members. I don't know.
Oh, you nailed it. You knocked it out of the park with that one.
Well, funny story. Rudig has some sort of curse. When a game come out, he buy it, and eventually it's coming out on pro.
Oh.
So like you did that. I don't know how many times, and you're like, seriously?
I feel
I gotta be honest.
They downplay pro people not to buy a la carte. Like they should clearly define those two categories. I feel in the console store space, and that's just my thoughts. Because 5 out of 6 of these pro games are existing library games. So if you got any of these, it's like, I double got it now. And it's like, my pro's a little less valuable than it was. But other people look at it different. That's just how I look at it.
Well, we kind of talked about this on Stadia Dosage's podcast yesterday, where like I was telling people, like, people like to compare Pro to like Game Pass or like, you know, all these other different subscription services. But the way I feel about it is that $10 is for 4K streaming and all these little extras. That's what that $10 is for. They just sprinkle a little games on top of it for you. You know what I mean? And that's where I see like a lot of people, like, even though games are on Pro, you hear a lot of people say, I still want to buy the game. And that's kind of an issue right now. And it's hard to figure out how to do that sometimes. They say, I still want to buy the game because I want to support the developer. And what I was saying yesterday on MN2K's show, shout out to MN2K, I was saying that every time you click play on a Pro game, you are supporting the developer. They're making money every time you click play. So if you want to support the developer, play that Pro game. That's the best way. Now, don't get it twisted. You're not going to click play on a game you like 20 times in a day and they're going to get paid 20 times. Like, no, that's not how it works. Like, but they get paid for play days. So if you play, I think if you play twice in a day, it counts a certain amount. I don't know. But either way, all I'm saying is you are supporting the developers when you play these Pro games. But anyway, back to what I was saying before. I really wanted to see what is that? What's that new Ubisoft game? The Valiant Hearts?
Yeah.
I was hoping that was going to be in the list.
But no Ubisoft games have ever been Pro.
Yeah.
They don't go Pro.
They have Ubisoft Plus for subscription, so they're not gonna ever do one for Pro, I think.
Well, it's only $15 right now, so I mean, it's not like like it's gonna kill you.
So I think if you're waiting for the Ubisoft games, I think the one thing you can almost assure yourself is during the sales, Ubisoft is always represented during the sales, and especially since this game is like a fairly older title, I'm pretty sure like the next sale it's gonna be like one of those.
I'll say this: if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, jump into the Stadia store right now because they're on a big sale on all the Assassin's Creed stuff. So, yeah, shout out to Ubisoft. Y'all are awesome. You know what?
3Z.
You want to see? This is where we're at, guys. Feelings are real, bro. Because what the hell? We haven't even had chat up. What is happening to me? Ron Slusher raffle. I raffle. Oh my god. And I would say, I think so. People always say, you know, oh, but the game did Pro, blah 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 blah. They always complain about them, and it's like I think people are the main Stadia community they love these games. Like they're doing really good, especially as of late.
Yeah,
with the games they've been dropping on Pro.
I think one thing that doesn't get enough. I mean, I think Stadia seriously really has a silent majority. Like I'll say, anytime I do like some type of game where I'm playing with other Stadians, whether it's Destiny, Rainbow Six, Outriders, and I play with someone else who's on a Stadium, they're not people we see in the community. And when I talk to them about the games, always like, no, I like the games coming out. And then even in Twitter, like a lot of the like games that don't necessarily get streamed, there's actually a lot, relatively speaking, of people who actually play those games. Like, and I think that sometimes, especially for like the cozy games or the games that maybe aren't super exciting, you're not against like some computer, you're just kind of like walking simulator type of deal. There's an audience for those, and I'm
a huge audience.
Yeah, like I mean, you came from like a community like that, LoFi, and meaning your past million person community. And I don't know. I think there's a point to where we have to kind of give credit. You know, Rock always says it, like whoever's curating the library for Stadia is doing a pretty good job as far as like the quality of titles we get and the just overall experience.
Like I'll take for example, have you tried Merek's Market?
Yes.
Yeah, so I play couch co-op with my wife, and we have tons of fun. And I think you can play up to 4 player or something like that. But this game, like I played by myself, I was like, oh, that's easy. It's not that fun. But when you play like the couch co-op or like, you play multiplayer, it's a lot more fun. It's like challenging and stuff like that. It's like you have to communicate with the person beside you to build it, to craft the next item. And I found like it's one of the fun game, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the games that came on to Pro, and people were like, "Oh, what's that?" Until you try it and you discover it, you'll have a better idea what kind of game it is, right? So, like I play, was it the wine making game? I don't know for how long. That game was
Wine
addictive. That game was addictive. It was like it was amazing. It was fun.
No, there's definitely a lot of them, and I think that's
The
really
Gremlins
unique.
got him.
Oh, already. I can take like. There's a lot of the like Google. I think already has like a point of view about gaming, and any of the multiplayer games. They're definitely going to try to get them, and that's why I believe we may see. What's the game that won Game of the Year in 2021? The EA game. It Takes Two.
It Takes Two, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
you're right.
surprised if we saw that game come to Stadia.
They like
Eventually.
the awarded games.
They like the awarded games. They like the hidden gems. So, and as we can see, EA, obviously EA is continuing the partnership in some shape or form with Stadia, but I could see that one coming eventually, not like right now, but somewhere down the line.
Yeah, most definitely, I think.
Well, guys, we're an hour into this. We're gonna have to let's blast through these last ones because I got a bunch of stuff here. Have y'all looked at the show notes? We got a lot.
Yeah.
So, ready?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to just cut you off there, Perp. So sorry
I'm
about
not
that.
talking.
And I'll well, yeah, I just busted in on what y'all were talking about though. But yeah, dude, I just want to say thank you guys. Perp, you're awesome. Thank you for covering for me when the Gremlins captured me before I escaped. And thank you, Chat Stadia and Already Exists for putting these Gremlins. Anyway, back to what I was saying. FIFA 23 is coming, haha, in your face. And Wavetel free-to-play days. It's free all weekend. You can play Wavetel if you don't have Pro and you didn't catch it when it hit. Bratz Flaunt Your Fashion has been rated for Stadia. Woo woo woo. Destiny 2 Solstice event. You guys talked about that. Let's PUBG has a new map. That's really cool. I got to see some people playing on it. I like the swamp. I like all that junk. Neighbors Back from Hell. That's where I wanted to get to. Stealth drop. Yes. Another stealth drop. Have you guys checked this out? Have you played it before?
Not played it, but I want to play it. I want to play it.
It looks like a lot of fun.
So,
for sure.
What? So, what it is? It's. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't even remember where I got. What's my source here? I don't know, but the game. I think I got this from Stadia source. It was a stealth drop. It happened on July 28th, and it's priced at $12.99. It's like a TV show. Because there's like I watched a little bit of gameplay of it, and there's like an audience. You can hear them clapping or booing and cheering and stuff like that. And you play pranks on your neighbors, and it's like kind of a puzzle game, but you're pranking your neighbors. So it's actually 2 games. It's 1 and 2 remastered in one package. And to me, it kind of looked like a cell phone game, but when watching the gameplay, you could definitely see the Xbox buttons in the UI. So I didn't really look to see what platforms this has been on. But at $12.99, I feel like that's a fair price for what I saw. How do you guys feel about these stealth drops that have been happening?
I feel like they should. That's good. They're doing those stealth drop, but like when they're doing this, they don't announce it to anyone. Unless on the day of. I think they should do more publicity and stuff like that. But like, I'm quite happy to see those stealth drop though. It's always good to see more and more game coming in randomly instead of waiting always the first of the month or something like that, right?
And now I
Right,
hope that
right.
stealth drops work for them, but I see them doing it a lot better when they drop time on Frog Island, day and date, and that's a stealth drop. When you drop Neighbors Back
That
from
was
Hell,
amazing.
was this a day and date? I mean, you were saying that it was
I
released
can't.
previously, and I believe from
Right,
what I
this
was
is a
looking up, it
remastered
was-
edition.
Yeah. So I
No,
mean, when it comes to
I'm
that
not too
stuff,
sure.
I mean, to me that looks like bait as a Stadia Pro member. I mean, that looks like it's going to come to Pro anytime soon. In my mind,
probably.
as I'm thinking
Yeah.
as like a Stadia consumer.
It's like a
So,
I can
2020
see
game.
that, but at the same time, it's got a lot of crude humor in it. So, well, you look at Journey to Savage Point, you know, I don't know. So maybe. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, dude. Saints Row, come on, that's a good one.
the
That's a
new
nice
one,
AAA
are you
they
saying?
dropped on us.
No, the third.
Well, the remastered, the third. Yeah,
the third one.
'cause
That's
there's
actually
already
like the last.
there's already
good
a
one.
reelected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I played that.
Saints Row
That game to me was like the movie The Matrix, the third one, where he kind of goes in and out of the Matrix. He's in space on the ship. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm replaying this movie. It was the first time I had played it. And I rewatched all the Matrix at the same time because the fourth one was coming out, and like it was just so similar. I had a blast with 4. So I beat 3 a while ago. You didn't have superpowers from what I remember.
Yeah, and reelected.
Yeah.
I believe it's reelected that does that.
In number 4, you have superpowers, and number 3,
Yeah.
you're just like a regular person.
Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna handle the new one that's dropping. I don't know. Speaking of
Well-
that game, I did hear that GTA 4 is going to have a Latina as the main protagonist.
GTA 6.
Six, yeah.
GTA 6.
Yep,
gonna be-
yep.
Dope. Cool.
Main scene.
I'm trying to think. Do you guys think I'm missing it? Oh, already's back. Good, because I wanted to bring this is the last thing I wanted to bring up. GXC.GG. He sent this to me on Discord, and I was like, "What?" I've been tinkering around with Crata, and I like game modding, but game dev. That's how you start in game dev, man. Start tinkering around in a game that you love. So GXC.GG is like it's like a discovery platform, right? Already, you could probably
I
explain it
don't
better than
really
me, man.
know what it is. I just like video games so much. I get like video game news, and I'm just like, oh, this looks really cool. So basically, from what I understand is just a bunch of like indie titles that you can play. These are titles that you can purchase. They're sort of in a not demo mode because the entire game you can pretty much play the game from beginning to end. But they let you play for like a month these titles and try them out, see if you like them. And then I guess if you really like,
Yeah,
them,
and
you
there's
support the
no
developer. Yeah,
there's no
But-
install either. It's all through
No
the
install,
Opera
yeah.
browser. So it's kind of like
Pretty
cloud
cool.
gaming, and yeah, and you can compete for weekly prizes in there, discover new games. It's also, if you want to create games, it's tied to what is it, GameMaker.io, which is the game engine and IDE. So yeah, if you're interested in learning about creating games, it's a really, really good way to get in.
Yeah, and these games aren't like
Yeah,
these are real games. Real games, you know what I mean? They're like time
yeah.
put into these games, and they're all like top of the class in terms of indies. So check it out.
Right. If you want to talk about indies, go check that out. That's indie.
That's
But
really
yeah,
indie.
man. Y'all have anything y'all want to throw in? Let's start with
Command and
already exists,
Conquer,
man.
TFN.
Well, Bennett,
GFA Command and Conquer. That is big because I've been waiting for RTS on cloud, and they also
Oh,
got
yeah.
Roguebook. Yeah, so shout out to GFN with that, dude. That was a pretty good title. yeah, I wanted to actually get more in GFN because I did see some interesting things that they did this week. But with the gremlins and my having 3 guests, we had a lot to talk about, so we didn't quite get to make it into GFN this week. Sorry. Shout out to Squid, and that's about it, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody do their promos, their shout outs, whoever they want to say what's up to. Shout out to Just Petter in the chat. I saw him earlier. If you haven't checked him out, please go check out his channel. And yeah, already let's start with you, bro.
Ooh, yeah. I haven't been streaming at all recently.
Yeah, but you still got a YouTube channel.
I do still have the YouTube channel, you're right. I'm trying to push to 100 subscribers. I got to 69 earlier today. Nice.
Nice.
I'm at 72 right now, so I really appreciate everyone coming through and showing that love. I'm working on some new overlays, so you should see that very soon. Once I get back into the streaming thing, I will. I'll put it on blast on Twitter, so everyone can check it out. But yeah, you can catch me at Already Exists pretty much everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and Twitch. There you go. Those are all the ones.
Yeah.
Nice.
Already Exists. You'll know it by the icon. So where can everybody find you guys at? Chat Stadia.
Yeah, you can follow us on social media. Just type in Chat Stadia, one word, into Twitter, YouTube, and you should be able to look up our content. We're always throwing up our podcast every Sunday, and at the same time, we're throwing up anytime we hop onto Stadia and making some cool content at the same time. Right now, I'm doing a little video as I play Sekiro and I take on these bosses, and luckily a friend of mine, Bliss, is helping me walk through all of this, so he's actually on the mic too. So you hear all my cursing. Well, actually, I don't curse. I'm actually pretty good at that. But I use other words.
Can I ask, is that a Canadian thing?
I think it's just a meat. I don't know. I have an American wife and she likes to curse a lot. So
yeah,
it could be.
That with the Canadian guys are like that language. Like one time, I loved it because I was watching Ninja Guy X and he was playing what's that game, the murder TV, what is it called?
Death Run.
Death Run TV. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
he's playing this game and he's like, the language. I'm like, dude, there's blood everywhere. They're like, you're worried about the language? Anyway.
That's funny.
So yeah, man, be sure to check out the Chat Stadia, guys. It's easy. Go to YouTube, search Chat Stadia, subscribe to these guys. They're really good. They got a real chill vibe. They're amazing guys. I'm glad that I've been able to make friends with them and hook up with them. That's what's so amazing about the Stadia community. It's full of really great people, very nice people. I've never seen another community like this where everybody's like really caring and accepting, and it's a beautiful thing. So Purple Haze, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, so next 3 things, I'll be on at least the first half of Retro Gaming with SVG, Rock, Jeff. Fortunately, they asked me to be on it, so I'm super excited about that. I'm going to try to stream a little bit of Little Nightmares. I've been trying to do this for the last few weeks. I love that game. I love the visuals, the sounds, everything. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of that this weekend. And then next week, I know, guys, we wanted to keep it a surprise until later next week, but we got to give them a little something to come to Shades of Purple.
Oh, yeah. Let's tell them.
Next week, we're going to have Chat Stadia featured on Shades of Purple, and we are going to be diving super deep into them as gamers. Y'all know how we do it on Shades of Purple. We really dive deep into the personal story of who they are and what makes them them. And so I am super excited to really just get to know y'all better, have the community get to know y'all better, and then just have a space for everyone. So you heard it here first, and I'm more than excited that they were willing to come on the show. So looking forward to that.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Amazing job, guys.
We're absolutely thrilled.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Amazing job, guys. Sorry for all the gremlins. You guys did awesome. Great conversation. Thanks for everybody in chat that showed up. Sorry for the stupid title. I don't know what happened there.
Now you can change it after.
Yeah, it's easy to change it after. I don't think people, they just see LoFi. They know you're slapped. So
they know it's Friday. They know what time it is. It's Cloudy Thoughts
Friday.
time.
And
We're
then what
gonna go
about
ahead.
you, LoFi? What about you, LoFi? You didn't say you.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Here we go. This is okay. Here we go. Okay, to start off, we're gonna cancel the after show. There's too many gremlins today. We're gonna cancel the after show. No after show this week. Backstage will not be on camera. But I appreciate everybody that showed up. You can catch me on YouTube at youtube.com/LoFi Monk, and I'm almost to 200 subscribers. Help me hit my goal, guys.
Really close.
Really, like, yeah, and you heard MM2K. There's not gonna. It's Giftapalooza, and he said he's not doing another giveaway until I hit 215. That's a lot of pressure, guys. Help me out. If I don't get 215, y'all don't get a gift. A Palooza. And anyway, so yeah, help me get to the 200, and then from there, help me to get to the 300. So,
only 8 people away, folks.
Yeah,
Follow the man.
We're there. Be ready to catch me and Shorty doing Five Nights at Freddy's and other silly stuff. And Far Cry 6. I got faster internet that's better than what I was doing before. I don't have all the laggy lags, so you should be able to hear me talk without robot voice while I'm playing games. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes.
You're almost done. You're close to beating the game, aren't you?
Yeah, right. Everybody keeps saying that to me, and I know there's a bunch of people that I hang out with who have beaten that game, and they keep saying that to me, and I'm like, I don't see the ending in sight. There's still half a map I haven't touched. So, yeah. And then on top of it, I'll probably end up getting the content, the add-on content with all the past villains. Anyway, you can catch me at YouTube, and you can also follow me at LoFi_Monk. Just like it says on my name next to my smiley face right here on screen. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say well, hold on. We're gonna say
and then LoFi, you're forgetting about next weekend.
Oh, we got cloudy game reviews next weekend. And also I need to also say again, get into these championships, the community championships. Can I say what game we're reviewing yet? Purple. Is it okay?
So
yeah, we're a week away.
Yeah, so if people want to jump in, let's try that this time. All right, go do it.
Okay, all right. This week on Cloudy Game Review, we're going to be reviewing next week. Yeah, start that
next week.
Next Sunday or Saturday. God, what am I saying here? There's gremlins in my brain now. Next Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, Cloudy Game Reviews will be reviewing Spiritfarer. And I was just talking about Welcome to Elk. It's kind of similar, where like it's based on real people, real stories, and it's a very good game. It's a beautiful game. I will tell you the rest of what I think about it Saturday. And yeah, I guess we're out of here, guys. Right? That it? Anything else? That's it. Peace.
Thanks for having us.
Later.